everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. Rainbows from Hell. Yes, episode 5. Episode 5. We are 5 episodes in already, and after last night's slow burn that was the Witch. Still, that name. Anyways, The Witch. And don't get me wrong, it was a good movie, but there's just enough problems that I just can't give it as high a score as I would like to. So I thought, well, some people would call quality and greatness. We're going from that to what a lot would call garbage and just horribleness. Yes, because, we're 5 episodes in, and I bet you some people are wondering, hey, where's the cheese? Where is that? Those little known gems of just stupidity and horribleness that find its way littered throughout the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror of years past. Well, don't worry, I'm still gonna do all that. The cheese will still live, because honestly, I am a fan of said cheese, and tonight we do have one of those type of movies. It's such a wonderfully great movie. It's in a 12 movie zombie pack that I bought for like $4. And that movie is Oasis of the Zombies, yes! Directed by Jess Franco, and you know a movie's bad when the director uses an alias. I think it was, A.M. Frank or something was the alias he used, because, wasn't all that great. And from what I've heard, this was the movie that, he abandoned another movie to go make. He abandoned a movie to make this movie. However, the movie he abandoned apparently was Zombie Lake, and if you seen my bottom 10 worst horror movies ever, it was in that list, Zombie Lake. Now, does Oasis of the Zombies deserve to be on that list? Maybe. It's really, really quite bad. But sometimes I think not the movie itself's fault in a way, but let's get into the wonderfulness. Okay, Oasis of the Zombies. Well, how do we describe it? It's a zombie movie. No, back in World War II, in the deserts of North Africa, a group of Americans, I believe Americans, maybe they were British, I don't know, they didn't really have British accents, so I'm just going to say American, just, because of the dub, who knows. They ambushed a Nazi convoy of millions and millions of dollars worth of gold, and only one person made it out alive through that firefight, and he was picked up by a sheik and was nursed back to health, and of course he boned the sheik's lovely daughter and had a son, but she died during childbirth, and he took the kid away to grow up in the West, and well, when that guy dies, his son gets a telegram, he's dead, and goes through his personal things and finds out about this secret raid and this Nazi gold, and he decides, hey, you know what? I think I should go find that Nazi gold. Maybe it's a way to, get closer to my now deceased father or whatever. Anyways, and of course there is a guy who I believe was a commanding officer of the father who wants the Nazi gold for himself, and he's actually the one who kills the guy's father to try to find the Nazi gold, but unfortunately this Nazi gold is guarded by zombies, yes, so it's in an oasis, and anyone who dares disturb anything in that oasis area, the zombies come out of the desert and eat the people because this land is cursed, and how dare they disturb anything within it. And that's basically the plot of the movie. The son goes to North Africa, find the Nazi gold, along with the other guy who tries to find the Nazi gold. They find the Oasis, and zombies show up and start attacking people. And there was a point in this movie where something was going on, and I couldn't tell because the version of this movie was such bad quality that I literally like watching it, and I'm going, well, I don't know what's going on. There's it's just so fuzzy and faded, and that's really one of the big problems with the movie is that when I'm watching the beginning of the movie, it's like it's stuttering and it's really bad. And honestly, I know it's a bad movie, but there's got to be someone out there in movie world who would put in the time, the loving care to find a decent print and do a decent restoration job on this movie, so that maybe I can find out if it's just a bad version or it's just super really bad. I mean, it is a bad movie, but like this version is just god awful to watch at times because it's so faded out. I mean, there's nudity in this movie, but there's like scenes where it's like I think she's naked, but I really can't see anything going on. And like the violence, I mean, I've heard that the zombie effects are somewhat decent, but I really can't tell because everything just looks horrible. So, let's get to those scores, why don't we? Yeah, sure. So, violence and gore, I'm giving a 1 out of 5. Honestly, I don't really, I mean, there's a scene where they're chewing on someone, but there's no flesh tearing. I mean, there's blood, but there's no real, I mean, there's like a scene where you can see like the entrails and stuff being pulled from somewhere, but they're in the way because apparently this movie was made for $1.50. And so they couldn't have any real special effects. So, just some bloody carcass crap. And, the zombie makeup is kind of interesting. There's a zombie who's like half skeletal, which would look cool if he didn't look fake as hell and wasn't just a puppet. It's like, oh, you caught on fire, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm on fire, falls over like he was just, not real. I mean, it's, oh man, it's just 1 out of 5. Anyways, like shock value, I'm also giving a 1 out of 5 just because I'm shocked at how horrible this version of the movie is. The quality of the print is just dirt. It's trash. I mean, I have better cinematography and film quality on my digital camera right now. I mean, at least I think you can see what's going on here, right? Anyways. So, 1 out of 5. Acting, oh my god. 1 out of 5. I know it's a dub. And I know that the voices and the lips and the things won't necessarily sync up. But the quality of like there's a scene where these two guys are like digging at night. And by the way, they say it's at night. Yeah, it's all sunshine because I guess they don't have the equipment and quality of cameras to shoot in the light. So we're just gonna say it's nighttime, even though it's sunshine. You can see their shadows and the sun, because they're sweating because you can see the sun glisten off of them. So it's freaking sunshine, but whatever, it's night. Anyways, they're digging and like someone over hears a noise. So, hey, wait, what was that? And the other guy's like, it's just the wind. I think I actually did a better performance than they did. It's just the wind. Let's keep digging. And then I was like, yo, who is that? Who is that? Who goes there? I mean, it's ridiculous. The one guy who was the murderer of the father, he gets bit and he gets taken back to civilization, and he's all, he's all just like, dying and talking to us like, this land, it's just, he's just like, and you're like, wait, is he a zombie? I mean, he's not attacking anyone. I mean, is he a zombie? Or is he just, like, is that him being, like, in agony? And I just, is this, oh my god. The dialogue and the acting in this movie are just atrocious. So, 1 out of 5. Plot? Honestly, this is the strongest part of the movie. I'm giving it 2.5 out of 5 because the plot actually makes freaking sense. I mean, you have, and it is actually an interesting idea that could have been much better if it was, done well. I mean, if anything, a bad, horrible movie would benefit from a remake. I mean, there's no way the remake could ever be worse than this. I mean, I know they'll find a way, but like you've got Nazi gold, you've got World War II. There was a flashback where they were showing the story of how they tracked the caravan and ambushed the Nazis, and it was really cool. I mean, you got that Nazi gold, World War II. Then you have the son trying to find the legacy of his father and go into distant land. Mystery of what's going on with the zombies, which we never really find out. It's just a cursed land, and it's like they go there, find zombies kill most everyone, and they leave. I mean, yeah, the plot in a way is bad that way, but just the story arc itself is very interesting, and there's no real holes in this. There isn't they're college students and they want to get away, and there's millions of dollars at stake, so they're very interested in that. Plus, they can go and check out a foreign land, and of course, you got the the general guy who, of course, is greedy and kills the guy so he can get all the money for himself. I mean, it's classic and it works as a plot. It ended up in a bad movie. So I'm giving that a 2.5 out of 5. Nudity, 1 out of 5. Like I said, there's scenes where it's there, but you really can't see. But there is a scene where there's a love scene where you can really see it, and it's fine. So, she's got some nice assets and all, but nothing huge. So 1 out of 5. Now we get into enjoyment factor and overall impression. So enjoyment factor, I give it a 2.5 out of 5. Something about the movie just kept me watching, even though it's very slow paced. There's not a lot of violence and gore. I mean, the zombie movie, I expect it. And from what I see of the zombies, they're fascinatingly weird. There's a zombie who's got no eyes, but you can see the eye holes, the little eye holes poked out so that the actor can see what the hell he's doing. And then there's a zombie that's got gigantic, his eyes are just, huge, he's freaking shocked by everything that's going on. So it's just all this stuff, the sound, they have this eerie organ soundtrack going on through the background, which is really, really strange. The beginning of the movie are just these two random chicks just find the Oasis, and I'm what? I mean, there's enough weirdness and interesting stuff going on there that I was actually, just kind of enthralled by this movie, but I know that it's not really that great. It is slow. It is kind of boring, and honestly, there's not much to it. But yeah, I'm still watching it. And of course there are the moments, the dialogue that's funny, the cheesy factor. It's one of those movies that's, it's bad and it might be good because it's bad. It's one of those, get some beers, get some friends, and go, complain about it while watching it. Stuff like that. Just make fun of the dang movie. And that's one of those type of movies. So anyways, 2.5 out of 5. My overall impression is a 2 out of 5. It is a bad movie. It is made poorly. The print quality is horrible. There is very little redeeming factors. But because I enjoyed it and didn't want to just stop watching at any point, I give it over a 1 because, my God, there are movies out there where I don't want to watch. I don't want to watch anymore. I don't want to watch anymore. This one at least sucked me in enough to want to see how it all ends. And unfortunately, the ending is quite stupid. I mean, all his friends are pretty much dead, and the sheik finds the son in the desert. So I'm spoiling it, but whatever. He's like, so did you find what you're looking for? And the guy goes, no, but I did find myself. What does that even mean? Found yourself. Oh, I gotta pick this up. Your friends are dead, and it's your fault, basically, because you just dragged them all the way across the country, the globe, to die in a desert by zombies. And you found yourself. No gold, no answers. Just, yeah. Okay. Alright. I mean, at that point, I'm like, I'm done. But the movie's over, so of course I'm done. But it's like, what? Gee whiz. Anyways, I'm done with this review. Oh, wait, by the way, the average score is 1.6 out of 5. So it's atrocious. I mean, and it's Jess Franco. I would think that there would have been a lot more sleaze in it because Jess Franco, Jesus Franco, however, he's known for the more perverted stuff, the more sleazy things. I mean, Vampros Lesbos. Anyways, was it the Erotic Nights of the Living Dead or something like that? I think, was that? No, A Virgin Among the Living Dead, I think, actually. I think about it. Venus and First. Anyways. Enough with that. So, yeah, I don't know, it was such a super low budget because they could not, get any, throat ripping and they still had makeup that was somewhat decent from what I could see through all the just faded stuttery glory of this movie. So there you have it. Oasis of the Zombies. I have survived it. Have you watched Oasis of the Zombies? What did you think? Did you fall asleep during it? Did you try to claw out your eyes while watching it? Or did you think, you know what? This is actually enjoyable. I mean, it's horrible, but it's actually enjoyable. I don't know. But that's my opinion. And there we go. Don't worry, there's going to be more schlock to come. I mean, I still have 20 plus days of wonderful stuff. Once again, it's Friday the 13th. Stuff that I'm going to do. And, of course, I've got other things in mind also. But, once again, if you have anything you want to suggest, as long as you suggest it rather quickly, I'll see if I can work it in. But in the meantime, I am going to go rest up because I've got a few busy days of work ahead of me, plus all this wonderful, wonderful 31 Nights of Halloween Horror Madness. So until then, Internet, stay thirsty.